welcome back to our channel. Today, we embark on a journey through the intricate maze of relationships, offering insights and guidance along the way. As the morning sun gently kissed the horizon, Amelia's slumber was disrupted by the doorbell's chime. Curious and unprepared for visitors, she roused from her bed and opened the door, only to be greeted by a somewhat unfamiliar face, that of her childhood friend. The years seemed to have transformed her, making it hard for Amelia to immediately recognize her. Standing before her was a tall young woman dressed casually, but with a touch of flair in her short skirt. Intrigued by the mysterious guest, Amelia tried to remember the connection that once bound them. It was on the tip of her tongue, but the changes in her friend's appearance masked the memories. Nonetheless, Amelia welcomed her in, and the woman entered with the sound of her high heels echoing on the floor. Placing her burdened bundle on the sofa, the woman exclaimed that her arms were aching. To Amelia's surprise, the bundle came to life with a sudden cry. It was a baby. Amelia rushed to its side, concerned for the little one's well-being. The friend, whom she now learned was named Mia, nonchalantly lit a cigarette. Annoyed by her disregard for the baby's comfort, Amelia gestured her outside to smoke on the porch. Amelia couldn't fathom how anyone would smoke near an infant, and she expressed her disapproval firmly. Mia, seemingly unfazed, retorted that Amelia hadn't changed a bit, always righteous and boring. While Mia smoked on the porch, Amelia carefully unwrapped the baby, named Ella, and allowed her to bask in the fresh air, soothing her with love and care. Upon Mia's return, having smoked a few cigarettes in succession, Amelia couldn't ignore the pungent smell clinging to her friend. Annoyed once again, she opened the window to let the stale air out. Concerned for Ella's well-being, Amelia inquired about how the baby was being fed. Mia shrugged off the question, indicating that there was a bottle in the bag. Taking matters into her own hands, Amelia promptly prepared some nourishing porridge for Ella and changed her clothes, finding the necessary supplies in the bag Mia had brought along. As Amelia tended to the baby with affection, Ella responded with coos and tranquility. Amidst this unexpected reunion, Amelia couldn't help but wonder about the twists and turns that life had brought them. Nevertheless, she was determined to navigate this new phase in their relationship, offering her support and guidance along the way. Outside, the cold winter air wrapped around them, making it crucial to keep the baby, Ella, warm and well-fed. Amelia observed that Mia's visit wasn't going to be a fleeting one, and since it was still early and dark outside, she quickly arranged a bed for the little one who was already nodding off despite having eaten very little. With Ella asleep, Amelia gently placed the bottle down and motioned for Mia to join her in the kitchen. Realizing her friend must be hungry too, Amelia offered to prepare some coffee and sandwiches while they caught up. As they settled in the kitchen, Mia began to open up about her situation. Mia had once trusted someone completely, but he had changed over time. After having the baby, he insisted that she should stay at home to take care of their child. Feeling trapped and desiring a life beyond just being a stay-at-home mother, Mia knew she had to leave. It was clear that the man wasn't the right fit for her. While she thought she could handle anything that life threw her way, being a mother had proven to be more challenging than expected. However, Mia was determined to navigate this new phase of her life. Amelia listened attentively, offering her support and understanding. Mia inquired about Amelia's recent life events and recalled that she had sold her parents' house. Amelia acknowledged it but assured Mia that she was in no hurry to decide her next steps. As Mia asked if she could stay with Amelia for a few days, Amelia warmly welcomed her friend to stay as long as she wished. Mia's curiosity didn't stop there, and she playfully questioned Amelia about her love life, asking if she had a boyfriend yet. Amelia chuckled, revealing that she still hadn't found the right person. When Mia asked about Amelia's profession, Amelia mentioned that she worked as an accountant for various companies. Mia glanced around the cozy home and wondered if Amelia worked from home, as many people were doing nowadays, calling it remote work. The two friends shared moments of vulnerability and comfort in each other's presence, rekindling their bond amidst the twists and turns of life's journey. As the hours passed, they continued chatting, supporting one another in navigating the complexities of relationships and the uncertainties of the future. Amelia chuckled at Mia's compliment about her flexible work schedule. Yes, being able to work anytime, anywhere is definitely a plus, she agreed. But when Mia questioned why Amelia was still single, Amelia couldn't help but laugh again. "Well, I guess I just haven't found the right person yet," she replied. Over the next 2 days, time flew by as Amelia happily took care of little Ella. Meanwhile, Mia scoured the newspaper ads and made some phone calls, presumably searching for opportunities. On the 3rd day, Mia sat beside Amelia, who was tenderly attending to the adorable baby. "You seem to be enjoying your time with Ella," Mia observed. Amelia's affectionate response was evident, marveling at how delightful it was to care for such a bundle of joy. Sensing that Mia had something on her mind, Amelia listened attentively as her friend shared her feelings of isolation without any close relatives except for her aunt, with whom she had a strained relationship. Taking a deep breath, Mia finally confided in Amelia about a significant job offer she had received from a reputable company. However, there was a catch: the job was in the city, and she was worried about managing it with a baby. Mia explained that she needed about a month to get settled, find a place to live, and hire a nanny to care for Ella. With a sense of trepidation, Mia asked Amelia if she could leave Ella with her for that month, considering Amelia's ability to work from home. It was a crucial opportunity for Mia, and she pleaded for Amelia's assistance. The request left Amelia utterly confused and struggling to find the right words. "Mia, I just don't understand how this is possible," Amelia finally managed to say. "She's your daughter." "But that's exactly who I'm asking you to take care of," Mia interrupted, making her plea more explicit. "I need your help to care for Ella. Running around the city with a baby is impossible for me right now, and I can't afford a nanny. You're so good with her, and I trust you completely. As soon as I'm settled, I'll come back for her. I promise to call you every day, so you know she's doing well." Over the next few hours spent with Ella, Amelia's attachment to the baby grew stronger, and an undeniable bond formed between them. It felt like fate had brought them together, and Amelia saw the opportunity to play a significant role in Ella's life. Subtly, Mia had convinced Amelia to consider caring for Ella. Discussions about Mia's unpredictable future, emphasizing Ella's well-being, and hints about Amelia providing stability for the child all contributed to swaying her decision. Deep down, Amelia knew she might be the best option for Ella, driven by her innate instincts to protect and nurture the baby. Finally, when the time came to make it official, Amelia didn't hesitate. Overflowing with love and affection, she held Ella in her arms and vowed to create a safe and loving environment for the baby. Amelia understood the challenges that lay ahead but remained resolute in doing her best for Ella. With each passing day, Amelia's love for the child grew stronger, and she adapted to her new role as a caregiver with enthusiasm. Being Ella's guardian filled her with a profound happiness she had never experienced before. The joy of motherhood had been hidden within her, waiting to blossom. Ella's radiant smile and cheerful disposition touched Amelia's heart deeply, forging an unbreakable connection between them. In caring for Ella, Amelia found fulfillment and purpose she had never imagined before, cherishing the precious moments they shared together. Ella was an incredibly calm baby, making it a seamless task for Amelia to balance her newfound responsibilities with her work. With each passing day, their bond deepened, and Amelia cherished every moment spent with the little girl. However, the knowledge that she would eventually have to part with Leah weighed heavily on Amelia's heart, casting a shadow over the otherwise blissful experience of caring for Ella. Despite this looming uncertainty, Amelia was determined to make their time together meaningful and nurturing. Focused on creating a loving environment, Amelia poured her heart and soul into raising Ella, providing her with unwavering love and support. She knew that one day, they would have to say goodbye, but until then, she wanted Ella to always feel cherished and valued. Exactly 1 month after leaving Ella with Amelia, Mia called with news that her job had not worked out as expected. However, she had found another job and already received her pay. Mia sent Amelia some money and inquired about how they were doing. In contrast to Mia's abruptness, Amelia eagerly shared their progress, mentioning that Ella was trying to sit up and they had started introducing mashed potatoes. Shortly after the call, Amelia received an incoming transfer, a generous amount of money from Mia. Grateful for the unexpected support, Amelia decided to use the money to buy a stroller for Ella. The purchase proved to be timely and greatly improved their daily lives. As Amelia pushed Ella in the stroller, she couldn't help but feel a mix of emotions. While the stroller brought convenience and joy, it also reminded her of the limited time they had together. Despite the uncertainties that lay ahead, Amelia was determined to make the most of every precious moment with Ella, ensuring that their bond would be cherished and remembered forever. Frequent visits to the park became a cherished routine for Amelia and Ella, especially on pleasant days. As more time passed, Mia called Amelia again, sending additional money to support Ella's care. However, their communication gradually changed over the ensuing months. Mia's calls became infrequent, replaced by simple money transfers and brief messages, updating Amelia on her struggles, such as finding a new job and navigating new relationships. Unexpectedly, Amelia found herself relieved by Mia's absence. She feared that Mia's return could disrupt the joy she found in caring for Ella and jeopardize the special bond they shared. As the days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, even the money transfers stopped, leaving Amelia clueless about Mia's whereabouts and intentions for Ella. Amidst this uncertainty, Amelia took Ella to the doctor one day. While the doctor didn't find any critical issues, Ella's tendency to catch colds easily was attributed to her immune system. The doctor suggested that a trip to the sea could benefit Ella's health. As Amelia walked home with Ella, she pondered the idea of taking her to the ocean. However, Amelia realized that she might need official documents to travel with Ella since she wasn't the baby's mother. This realization halted her thoughts, leaving her uncertain about what to do next. Concerned about the sudden change in her demeanor, Ella asked, "Mommy, what's wrong?" In that tender moment, Amelia was filled with emotions. She gazed into Ella's eyes and gently replied, "Ella, honey, would you like to see the ocean?" The prospect of exploring the world together with Ella filled Amelia's heart with both excitement and trepidation, unsure of what the future might hold for them. But in that moment, she knew that she was ready to face any challenges, as long as she had Ella by her side. "Yes, I do." "What is the ocean?" Ella inquired with curiosity. Amelia laughed playfully, responding, "You'll see when we get there, sweetie." "Where is it, Mommy?" Ella asked, her excitement building. "It's very far away, baby girl. Do you want to go on a trip?" Amelia proposed, to which Ella enthusiastically replied, "Yes, Mommy, yes." Though they couldn't fly to Spain, Amelia devised a plan for a trip within the country. A week later, mother and daughter embarked on a journey to California, eager to experience the beauty of the ocean firsthand. Ella looked out the window during the trip and exclaimed, "Mommy, the trees are passing us by." Amelia chuckled affectionately, assuring her that they were moving fast. Ella's excitement was infectious as she continued to ask questions, seemingly unconcerned with the answers. The West Coast welcomed them with breathtaking beauty. As they arrived at the ocean, Ella was in awe of the vast horizon. Gazing at the mesmerizing sight, she took a deep breath and marveled, "Mommy, it's beautiful." But it wasn't just beautiful, it was truly enchanting. The serene sunset, the shimmering water, and the majesty of the ocean created an unforgettable scene, freezing time momentarily for people to bask in its splendor. Amelia agreed, acknowledging the profound beauty of the moment. Nearby, a man with a faint smile caught her attention. Ella noticed a girl around her age standing with the man and hurriedly ran up to her, forming an instant connection as they frolicked near the water's edge. The man introduced himself as Samuel and shared that they, too, had just arrived and couldn't tear themselves away from the captivating scenery to return to the hotel. Amelia chuckled, wondering how he knew they had just arrived. Samuel explained that the sunset had a special impact on everyone the first time they witnessed it. He expressed that the emotions of the experience were never the same after that initial encounter, as it left an indelible mark on one's heart. The evening unfolded with shared laughter, the warm company of newfound friends, and the beauty of the ocean as their backdrop. For Amelia, this trip marked a pivotal moment in her life. Not only had she fulfilled Ella's desire to see the ocean, but she had also discovered a world of wonder and joy through her daughter's eyes. In the presence of the vast ocean and the newfound friendships, Amelia's heart swelled with gratitude, and she knew that this adventure was just the beginning of a beautiful journey for both of them. Amelia stood in stunned silence as the girls darted back toward her. Their hurried movement almost knocked both Amelia and the man off balance. Acting on instinct, Amelia reached out to catch Ella, while the man did the same for his daughter. After the momentary chaos settled, they found themselves frozen in disbelief, locking eyes in a shared astonishment. Amelia's expression turned serious as she observed the young girl in the man's arms and then looked back at Ella. The resemblance between the two girls was uncanny, with the only difference being their clothing. The striking similarity between the children raised numerous questions in Amelia's mind. Were the girls somehow related? Could they be twins who had been separated under mysterious circumstances? The situation seemed too extraordinary to be a mere coincidence. As Amelia and the man exchanged puzzled glances, they knew they had to unravel the mystery behind the girls' identical appearances. "Daddy, I'm hungry," the man's daughter spoke up, breaking the silence. "Mommy, I'm hungry too," Ella echoed, adding to the eerie atmosphere. Amelia's voice trembled slightly as she replied, "Yes, honey, let's go get something to eat." They all started to make their way back to the hotel. However, before parting ways, the man stopped Amelia and asked for her room number. "I'm in room 410. I think we need to talk." "May I wait for you on the terrace?" he inquired. Amelia hesitated briefly, her mind racing with uncertainty about what lay ahead. She nodded in agreement, and as they separated, she hurried back to the hotel, her thoughts consumed by the inexplicable situation. Sonia, Ella's mother, had never mentioned another child, and the notion that there might be a girl who looked exactly like Leah was utterly bewildering. As she approached her room, Amelia's heart pounded with a mix of anticipation and apprehension. She couldn't shake the feeling that this meeting on the terrace might hold the key to understanding the strange connection between the two girls. The mystery of their uncanny resemblance was about to unfold, and Amelia braced herself for the revelations that awaited her. Once inside the hotel, Amelia took a deep breath, trying to steady her nerves. She attended to Ella's needs, providing her with food and preparing her for bed. Watching the little girl drift off to sleep almost immediately, Amelia knew it was time to confront the mystery head-on. Gathering her thoughts, she headed to the patio. Samuel was already waiting there, smoking a cigarette and gazing at the horizon. As Amelia approached, he quickly put out the cigarette, tossing the butt into the trash can. "Sorry, I had quit smoking, but I couldn't help myself today," he admitted, offering an apologetic smile. Then he spoke candidly, "So, I guess we both know Mia, huh?" At the mention of Mia's name, any hope that this could be a coincidence vanished in an instant. "Yes, she's my friend," Amelia replied, her heart sinking. "It's been 5 years since I last heard from her. She left Ella for months and never came back." Samuel opened up about his relationship with Mia, revealing that they were deeply in love once. However, Mia's enigmatic nature made her appealing to many men, and she ultimately chose a different path, leaving Samuel when she suspected she was pregnant. Samuel searched for her for 2 years, eventually finding Christine, who he believed to be his daughter. Amelia's eyes filled with concern as Samuel continued, disclosing that Christine was born with a heart condition, and Mia didn't want to deal with a sick baby. He shared the heartbreaking revelation that Mia took only one of the babies, leaving the other behind. Amelia was taken aback by the revelation but was relieved to hear that Christine was doing fine now. Amelia realized that she had inadvertently become a part of a deeply complicated and emotional situation. As she listened to Samuel's story, her heart went out to both him and Mia, understanding the pain and complexity that they had endured. Together, they found themselves entangled in a web of unanswered questions and unresolved feelings. The presence of two identical girls, Leah and Ella, raised even more perplexing inquiries about the circumstances surrounding their existence. Amelia couldn't help but feel compelled to help Samuel find the truth about what had transpired. She knew that untangling this intricate web of secrets and emotions would be a daunting task, but she was determined to seek clarity for both Samuel and Mia, and most importantly, for the two little girls who were at the heart of it all. Christine has had a couple of surgeries, and she can't fly right now, which is why we're here, Samuel explained. But otherwise, she's perfectly healthy. Amelia and Samuel engaged in deep conversation late into the night, oblivious to the sky gradually lightening with the dawn. Before parting ways, Samuel took Amelia's hand and spoke with sincerity. "I can see how worried you are. Please believe me, I'm not a monster, and I won't take Ella away from you. I see the bond between you two, and it's evident how much she loves you. Let's just enjoy our time here for these 2 weeks. Something will come to light, and if not, we can sit down and talk openly at the end. All I ask is that you don't avoid us, please." Amelia smiled through her tears, feeling a sense of relief mixed with caution. "Thank you," she replied sincerely. To be honest, she had considered running away from the perplexing encounter with Samuel, fearing that he might try to take Ella away from her. However, after their heartfelt conversation on the terrace, she felt somewhat reassured. It appeared that Samuel was just as confused and uncertain about the situation as she was, and his genuine concern for both girls was evident. Still, Amelia couldn't fully trust Samuel. The questions surrounding the girls' uncanny resemblance remained unanswered, and the stakes were too high for her to let her guard down completely. Her utmost priority was to protect Ella and ensure her well-being. As Amelia navigated this unexpected turn of events, she grappled with a mix of emotions. While she was grateful to have someone else who understood the gravity of the situation, Amelia couldn't shake her anxiety about the uncertainty that lay ahead. The search for answers would undoubtedly be complex and challenging. She vowed to stay vigilant and focused, determined to shield Ella's happiness and safety, regardless of the truths that might be unveiled. As the 2 weeks unfolded, Amelia continued to cherish her time with Ella, relishing each moment and holding on to the precious memories they created together. Amidst the picturesque surroundings of California, she couldn't help but wonder about the mysterious connection between Ella and Christine, eager to uncover the truth while safeguarding Ella's innocence and joy. Surprisingly, the girls spent most of their time together, building sandcastles, swimming, and even sharing meals. Amelia watched in awe at how remarkably similar they were, from their gestures to their mannerisms. This closeness between the girls brought Amelia and Samuel together too. They found themselves spending much time in each other's company, engaging in heartfelt conversations that covered a wide range of topics. As Amelia got to know Samuel better, she couldn't help but be amazed at what a wonderful man he was. Devoted to his family and willing to go to great lengths to provide for them, Samuel seemed like the perfect partner. Despite his rugged appearance, he displayed a kind-hearted and genuine nature, especially evident when they rescued a sea turtle together, an experience they all celebrated. Amelia and Samuel shared many moments together on the patio, engrossed in each other's company. He treated her with genuine respect and care, making Amelia feel valued and appreciated in a way she hadn't felt in a long time. Their late-night conversations brought comfort and companionship to Amelia, but they also stirred a sense of uncertainty and guilt. She couldn't shake the nagging feeling of worry and fear, questioning her actions and decisions. The knowledge of everything Samuel had told her about Ella and Mia weighed heavily on her mind. She found herself grappling with conflicting emotions, secretly wishing that Mia would never return, while also feeling remorseful for not seeking her out. Amelia's mind was a whirlwind of thoughts, but amidst the turmoil, the image of Samuel's kind words and warm smile remained a bright spot in her heart. As she lay down beside the sleeping girls, sleep eluded her, leaving her pondering the complexities of the situation. The next morning, Amelia was abruptly awakened by the presence of Samuel and the girls. "Amelia, I think we need to talk," Samuel said gently, his tone calm but serious. Confused and still groggy from sleep, Amelia anxiously awaited an explanation. Her heart pounded with fear, dreading the possibility that he might announce taking Ella away from her. Her mouth hung open, anxious to hear what Samuel had to say, but also afraid of the potential outcome. The uncertainty and tension in the air left her on edge, anxiously bracing herself for whatever revelation might come next. At that moment, the girls began jumping up and down on the bed, exclaiming with excitement. "Yes, yes, yes," they shouted joyfully. 3 days later, Amelia, Ella, Samuel, and Christine embarked on a new journey together. Their first stop was Samuel's home, where they would spend time getting to know each other and adjusting to their new life as a family. During their stay, the bond between the girls grew even stronger, with each day bringing them closer together. It was heartwarming to witness the sisters playing, laughing, and discovering their shared interests. As they settled into their life with Samuel, they made plans to visit Amelia's town. Samuel wanted to ensure that all the paperwork and legal matters concerning Ella were in order. Throughout the process, Amelia felt a sense of relief and gratitude. Samuel's unwavering support and understanding had made the transition smoother than she had anticipated. She realized that Samuel's intentions were genuine, and she felt a twinge of guilt for being cautious about him. Amelia now knew that keeping Ella close to her sister was undoubtedly the right decision. Seeing the happiness and joy that the sisters' bond brought to both girls filled Amelia's heart with immense joy. Over time, the family decided to split their time between Amelia's town and Samuel's, allowing the girls to maintain connections with both communities. As days turned into weeks and weeks into months, it became evident that this newly formed family was meant to be. Together, they faced the challenges and joys of life, united by their love and commitment to the happiness of Ella and Christine. Amelia and Samuel's shared love for the girls and their dedication to providing a loving, stable home forged a strong bond between them. As their story unfolded, the family found peace and contentment in their life together. They navigated the journey of parenthood hand in hand, cherishing the precious moments and creating lasting memories. Their unique and heartwarming story became a testament to the power of love and the strength of a family formed not only by blood but by the profound connections they shared. I hope you enjoyed listening to this heartwarming tale. It was my pleasure to share it with you. If you found it touching, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing to my channel for more stories in the future. If you have any thoughts or questions about this story, feel free to write them in the comments section. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.